Welcome to Spotlight. I'm your host, Josh Chapman. Today I'll be joined by Jon Holden, Vice President of Sales and Marketing from All Star Services. And today's show is sponsored by Marine Part Source. Jon, sir, how are you?
Josh, I'm great. I'm excited to be talking snacks with you. It's a good day here in Port Huron.
I was going to say this is like an annual tradition to do this, but this is the first time we've ever sat in real life.
Correct, yeah. So we're coming on year 3 of the snack contest, but this is year 1 sitting down with you.
So I'm expecting the full taste, the immersive experience.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. We'll get you snacking on all these great made in Michigan treats right here.
So you said 3 years, and for those at home that may not be familiar with the contest and what it is, why don't you give folks kind of the background on how it started,
sure.
and we'll kind of go from there.
Okay, so quick background on this. So I work for All Star Services. We're a vending break room services company. So we do vending machines, micro markets, and coffee services all over southeastern and mid-Michigan, but we're headquartered right here in Port Huron. Few years back, really just pre-pandemic, we started partnering with really small emerging Michigan snack companies to help get their products some retail distribution. You know, we'd always worked with the larger Michigan companies, Faygo, Dearborn Meats, Carnut, Uncle Ray Chips, but I randomly on LinkedIn got connected to this company, Chunk Nibbles. And I spoke to Brad, who's the owner, and I heard his story. You know, he was working in Chicago in a corporate job, realized he didn't like what he was doing, so he cashed out his 401k, moved back home to Michigan with his girlfriend, took his grandma's Christmas time snack recipe and turned it into a consumer packaged goods brand, Chunk Nibbles. And so I'm talking
moderate, a small risk.
Yeah, you know, small risk, right? With a pretty good failure rate in that. But it's either open a bar or start a snack brand. You might hit it big, you might not. But so I got talking to Brad. He told me his story. I thought, man, that's really cool. And I said, what's your retail distribution? Can I go to Kroger and get your product? You know, can I go to Meijer? Can I go to Speedway? Where can I get it? And he said, well, right now we're predominantly selling off of QVC spots and then just online retail. We don't really have any brick and mortar retail sales. And he said, but what does it take to get on board with All Star Services? I said, well, not much, because I like you, I like your product, let's figure out a way to make this work. Yeah. Turns out we serviced a coffee customer that was like 2 doors down from Brad's warehouse. Yeah. So we started by just driving to his warehouse, picking up product and bringing it back, selling it in our machines and markets, and people loved it. So that started gaining steam. We started looking at more Michigan companies, and then the Community Foundation of St. Clair County got involved. Randy Myers, with his great ideas, said, you know what, there's a lot of really cool made in Michigan snacks. Let's do something with this. So back in, 2022, for year 1, we came up with the My New Favorite Snack Contest. We put $50,000 out there in prize money. We brought 20 companies from all over Michigan to debut their snack products.
And these are all small, like mom and pops?
These are all Michigan micro businesses. I'm glad you brought that up. And a micro business is 10 employees or less. Okay. So that's really important part, that we're making an impact on these companies with the cash prices that we're putting out there. Okay. So we've been going on this is coming up to year 3. We're really excited. This year, a couple of big changes is that, one, we've expanded our footprint. So while we were limited to 20 companies year 1, 50 companies year 2, now we don't have a limit.
Oh, wow.
So that makes my life a lot easier, because I don't have to have repetitive interviews and vet all the entered companies. If you enter and register at the Blue Water Area Chamber of Commerce website, you're in.
Nice.
And we also have a special section for St. Clair County companies, which is really cool too.
Okay, all right. So how do the vendors hear about this? Like, if you're a micro, like how do you know, like, hey, I got to give Jon a call in Port Huron to jump in this thing?
You know, and that's these companies all have a very tight kind of fraternity of snack makers, right? They recommend each other to this event, and that's been a great help. But we also have Patty Samar doing our PR for the event, so she's putting out great press releases, social media posts. You can follow us on Facebook at My Snack Competition. And we are really just trying to push this to as many people as possible, because for us with this event, we of course want to put on a great event to the public. We want people to come and try new snacks, try new foods, and experience the best that Michigan has to offer. But really, we want to help promote these businesses and help them grow. You know, in the time we've been working with Chunk Nibbles, The growth that we've seen out of that company is fantastic. They signed deals with Speedway, 7-Eleven. They got distribution there. They were signing deals with Meijer, I believe with Kroger as well. So for us to be a really small part of their growth journey is so cool. And same thing with all of these companies that participate in the event. We want everyone to continue growing and getting out there and showing that Michigan is the place to be when you're making snacks.
I mean, it's a win-win-win-win-win, right? You get a bunch of folks from out of town. They're coming to downtown Port Huron, seeing the plaza. You're getting some exposure to All-Star Services and all the work that they do. You're helping folks not have a high failure rate when they cash out their 401k, and you're really looking from a state of Michigan economic development perspective. You're really helping these smaller players get big deals, right?
Yes.
So that's a really cool thing. So is it still at the plaza downtown this year?
Saturday, September 14th at McMorran Plaza. We have changed the time. It used to be a morning event, but we flipped it to an evening event. So it's going to be from 4 to 6 p.m. on Saturday evening. Immediately following at 7, there's going to be concerts. Casey's on the Plaza is going to be open.
Nice.
It's going to be fantastic. We're really excited.
And we can get tickets at, did you say the Chamber?
Yep. If you go to the Chamber of Commerce website, bluewaterchamber.org, I think it is. Maybe we can fix that in the show notes.
We'll drop it in the
I
bottom.
should know that. But yeah, order tickets on the Chamber website. Get your wristbands. You can also get them day of the event. But we're anticipating an awesome field of contestants, of products, of snacks, of new things. One of the new things we're adding this year to the St. Clair County piece is favorite dog treat. So we're even putting snacks out there for
I don't want to judge that one.
You're not judging that one. Don't worry about it. I think we have a special panel of dogs we're bringing in that are going to be voting on that. So it's just such a fun event trying to promote these great Michigan businesses, promote our area, and give some money out to these companies and help them on their journeys.
I love it. And so last question, I've been watching a lot of reels on Instagram, TikTok stuff, and you know, I'm trying some baking and some grilling and some things. What is the investment, just so folks at home get it, what is because it's not insignificant, the investment that the winners of this competition will receive?
Yep, so we have over $50,000 in prize money on the line, and that's going to be split up between the state contestants. So we have, from all over the state. We're hoping to get more UP companies, west side of the state, all over the place. And then we also have the local portion, which is for St. Clair County only companies. So that's a smaller registration. It's a smaller prize pool, but really the restrictions are less, and we're trying to get every single St. Clair County snack maker, baker, any type of treat you're making at home and reselling on Facebook or in your store or, doing catering for parties with. We want you to be a part of this competition because we want to expose your business and we want to have fun and we want to taste your products.
Nice.
I mean, MJ's Bakes right out of Fort Gratiot. Now I know they're down at the Smoke on the Water barbecue, and I see them in a lot of other coffee shops and restaurants. Her cookies last year, they blew my mind. She won the People's Choice Award, so it's great to see MJ's Bakes being a part of the competition again this year, and we're just so excited for all the snack makers to be out.
Love it. 4 to 6, get your tickets at the Chamber website.
Chamber website,
and come taste a lot of snacks on what day?
Saturday, September 14th, 4 to 6 p.m. downtown Port Huron, McMorran Plaza.
Beautiful. Well, it's been a pleasure seeing you again, as we always do, and I look forward to having this conversation next year.
That's right. We'll fill up the table next year, get all the snacks out, but yeah, these are all great made in Michigan companies, Chunk Nibbles, Live Crispy, and Popside Candy, so look for them out there in stores as well, but you can get them from any All-Star Services vending machine or micro market right now, too.
Love it.
So, yeah.
Love it.
All right. Thank you, Josh.
And thank you for joining us on Spotlight.